Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to the lecture number 11 in petrochemical technology. So, here we will study about the property of and specification of wax. So, here we have shown you some images. You can see the images of the wax. It looks like this white color. So, it has the property, physical property in nature. It is sticky. It looks like yellowish color and it is moldable substance. That means we can mold the wax in any of the shape. And wax is like lipid. Lipid is like very fatty acids or viscous uh, fluids. So wax contains the alkane chains or esters from alcohol and fatty acids. For example, we have beeswax and paraffin wax. Any wax obtained from petroleum source is called petroleum wax. So from the refinery, after the distillation of the crude oil, we get the wax. So that is called the petroleum wax. Now the classification of the wax. So you can see in this slide the uh, waxes are classified into three types. The first one is paraffin wax group that obtains from the paraffin. So you see this paraffin wax is again divided into three classes: the softer paraffin wax, intermediate paraffin wax, and harder paraffin wax. The softer paraffin waxes are slack waxes, and intermediate paraffin waxes are scale waxes. Harder paraffin are fully refined waxes. Then in classification, second classification, we have microcrystalline wax group. This is again divided into three types: the medium soft, medium hard, and hard. The medium soft is like example is petrovax that comes from petroleum, and medium wax is petrocene A, and hard is it is a B square like a shape of the bee, honey bee. And the third one is petrolatum or petroleum jelly. You see in this slide the properties of petroleum waxes: paraffin wax, microcrystalline wax, and petroleum jelly. These are the three classified wax group, and their color, melting point, crystalline structure. So how the color of paraffin wax is? It is a colorless or white or somewhat translucent. That means it is transparent. So it looks like uh, light white. Or if you talk about the microcrystalline wax, it is creamy white to dark brown. And petroleum jelly is translucent yellowish to white, small yellowish to white. And melting point of paraffin wax is 120 to 150 degree Fahrenheit, and microcrystalline wax has the melting point 145 to 200 degree Fahrenheit. Petroleum jelly have the melting point around 100 to 130 degree Fahrenheit. Next we have crystalline structure. So paraffin wax are macrocrystals, means the crystals are a little bit larger, and microcrystalline wax are microcrystals, very small crystals. Petroleum jelly is amorphous like structures. Now we will talk about the sources of the petroleum waxes. That means from where these type different classified waxes are coming. The paraffin wax, the source of paraffin wax is petroleum by dewaxing light lubricating stocks. So in the light lubricating stocks there is a presence of wax. So we dewax it, we remove the wax from the lubricating oil, that is paraffin wax. And microcrystalline wax, it is a residue of petroleum crude oil by refining, or from the petroleum jelly by removing the oil with the solvent. So it is a comes from the refining of the crude oil, and it comes from the removing of oil from the solvent. When you are removing the oil from the solvent, then you get the microcrystalline wax. Then third classified wax is petroleum jelly. This comes from dewaxing heavy lubricating oil stocks. So if you dewax, if you remove the heavy lubricating oil stocks, the wax out of it, that wax called as a petroleum jelly. Now we will talk about the uses of petroleum waxes. So first we will talk about the paraffin wax. So where the majorly paraffin wax are used. Basically the paraffin wax are used in making candles and in making wax paper, making polishes that you use to polish your shoes, and making the cosmetics that like cream that you apply for beauty. Uh, and we have also other application in electrical insulator. We You make the electrical insulator from the paraffin wax. It consists of extracting perfumes and from the flowers. So when you extract perfumes from the flower, you use the paraffin wax. Also you can make some medical ointment from the paraffin wax, and also these are used to supply a waterproof coating for wood or for other appliances as a waterproof coating. And microcrystalline wax have their uses in chiefly in laminated paper products. So like a laminated paper product, you use the microcrystalline waxes in coatings or in linings, or it is used in adhesive sealing compositions or various types of other polishes. Now the use of petroleum jelly is, it is used principally in medicine and pharmacy as protective dressing and substitute for its fat in ointment, cosmetics. It also used in many type of polishes and lubricating greases, rust preventive, or modeling clay. So this is the application of the petroleum jelly.